going to be signing up for the company's 401k plan, and they match up to 4%, so that's kind of a given that I'll be signing up for that. Once I sign up and I'm eligible for it, begins August 1st. I will be fully vested, so if I ever needed to do anything with it, my question is what is a good potential additional percentage on top of that 4% to add to that, and or what are some good options to look at within the 401k to try to select? And both of you two ladies are beautiful and gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. Sweet. Terry, you want to grab that? I mean, at a minimum, right? He wants to try to get to the annual $16,500. That is, you get pretty much tax-free right now.
If you can. This is a great opportunity. Younger people are scared by the markets. They've never seen a decline like this. Anybody who's been around for a while, of course, remembers that markets go down and stay down for a while, but there's never been a 20-year period where you would have lost money in a diversified portfolio of large company American stocks with dividends reinvested. Keep that in mind. That's the Ibbotson historical statistics. No 20-year period where you wouldn't have beaten inflation even. So with that in mind, and you sound like a young guy, this is a great opportunity because you're $300 or $400 a month or whatever you can put in and the match will buy more shares at a lower price. A lot of people are ready to give up on America and to say, oh, the economy's shrinking and contracting. That's what they said in the 1980s. I'm from Chicago. The Rust Belt was over. Manufacturing was over. Whoever would have predicted the Dow would be over 14,000 when it was 800 back in 1982? And yet we had that boom of prosperity by technology. The next one might be nanotechnology. Invest.
Joe, what's your idea here, or ideas?
There's two things that I would do, and one of it's based on your income level and where you are. First, always take free money. That's the match, so make sure you're putting it in. Second thing is examine what the choices are inside of that 401k plan to see how they stack. And understand you are blessed because a lot of companies canceled their match last year, especially in some of the bigger names. So it sounds like you've got a good company that's generous, but check the choices. Make sure they're good. If they are good, you can do one of two things. Either put more money in up to the amount of money that you can comfortably save that the government will allow, which is the 16.5 number she mentioned, or secondly, consider doing a Roth IRA with the second part of the money. I'm a big fan of diversification, not just in assets, but also in taxes. And so you can have a little both working on that side.
Tim, Joe makes a great point. And then now a lot of companies are actually offering the Roth 401k option.
That's right.
Right? So you have the traditional 401k and you have the Roth 401k, which goes to Joe's point. So if you are young, the Roth could be the better choice.
Yeah, perhaps. I'd like to, though, answer, you're right, I'd like to answer the caller's question. I would go into a global all cap. You should write that down. Get exposure to the global economies, Chile, Latin America, Eastern Europe. The other is, Tracy raises a great point, and callers out there, if you converted to a Roth in 08 and you're going to pay income tax on a higher value, you can flip that back. Very important. Don't pay income tax on your Roth conversion when the values were higher in 08. Flip it back.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Congressman, a final word to you, because again, if people see their taxes going up in the future, they're going to have to save even more money and sock it away.
Well, absolutely, and we're very concerned that all of this spending is going to end up with much higher inflation and higher taxes. We definitely want to stem the tide and turn the vote around.
Great worm. Congressman, thank you so much for being here. But I have a quick follow-up, really quick, Tim. You've got a global fund, but the first thing I always look at a fund is low expenses because that's the only consistent. It's the cheapest fund that you can absolutely find within reason.
I agree. And on top of that, all I'm saying is if the caller is younger than age 45, my view is look at a global, you're investing across the economies of the world, and all caps, small cap, mid cap, large cap.
So like a multinational, you're talking more?
Yes,
like a big multinational.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Like some McDonald's is in there, your Walmart's are in there, the companies like that.
And foreign companies as well, absolutely.
Well, Congressman Fleming, again, I want to thank you. Congressman John Fleming was here in the last hour. Also, let's thank Terry Savage, Tim Spees sitting right here, and Big Joe Clark, he's sticking around for the next hour. We're going to be talking. Will you, Tracy, tell them what we're going to be talking about?
Oh, we got a lot more to talk about. Your questions, your money. Make sure you call us, 877-249-9626. Email us, 11 o'clock hour, all about homes, housing, mortgages. Give us a call.
What the government's doing, what the government needs to do more of to get this housing market going. And then, of course, the last 2 hours of the show, business, your business. So get some
Entrepreneurs.
questions in mind.
Get 'em on the phone.
We'll be right back, everybody.